Hello, welcome again to Living English. Today we're looking at ways of giving praise and again at giving instructions. In the last episode of Sisters and Brothers, Anne was having dinner with Sarah's family. Today they are just finishing their meal.
That was delicious, Anne.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, it was very tasty.
If you went to Singapore, you could have it every day.
There you are, Mark. The advantages of travel.
I thought it was absolutely superb.
Thank you, Steve. What did you think, Louise?
Too hot.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's how we eat in Singapore.
Do you want to play darts?
What's that?
Come on, I'll show you.
Can I play too?
No, Louise. Let Anne relax. She cooked dinner, so we'll clean up.
You have to hold it like this. Gently. Like this. Look where you want the dart to go and throw it, but not too hard. It's pretty good for a beginner. And you seem sad again. What's the matter?
There's something I haven't told you.
Do you know why Anne is sad? If you've been watching, you do. But Steve doesn't. Yet. Let's look at how they describe the meal.
That was delicious, Anne.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, it was very tasty.
There are many words you can use to describe food. Delicious, tasty, very nice. You try with the clip now. That was delicious.
That was delicious, Anne.
Let's try with a few different words to describe food. Nice. That was nice. Very nice. That was very nice. Beautiful. That was beautiful. Lovely. That was lovely. Interesting. That was interesting. Not very nice. That wasn't very nice. Awful. That was awful. But you wouldn't say it was awful if you were a guest at someone's house. Do you remember what Steve said about Anne's cooking?
I thought it was absolutely superb.
Thank you, Steve.
Steve said it was absolutely superb. He really liked it. Or maybe he really likes Anne. But one person at the table didn't like the meal.
What did you think, Louise?
Too hot.
Oh.
Louise thought the food was too hot. She means the food was too spicy for her. Louise uses the word too in another way. Listen.
Do you want to play darts?
What's that?
Come on, I'll show you.
Can I play too?
There are two kinds of too. One of them means as well. So when Louise says, "Can I play too?" she means, "Can I play as well as Anne?" Now let's look at another little word that's very useful. So. Listen to how the word is used here.
Can I play too?
No, Louise. Let Anne relax. She cooked dinner, so we'll clean up.
Let's look at that pattern. Anne cooked dinner, so the others will clean up, not Anne. We could also say, we'll clean up because Anne cooked dinner. Here's some other examples. Try using so instead of because. We won't go out because it's raining. It's raining. It's raining, so we won't go out. I've got to go because it's late. It's late. It's late, so I've got to go. I'll buy this coat because I like it. I like this coat. I like this coat, so I'll buy it. And here's Michelle. Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Brenton. Hello, everyone.
What are you going to show us today?
How to explain the rules of a game to someone. In the story, Sarah's brother Steve shows Anne how to play a game called darts. Let's watch again to see how he does it.
You have to hold it like this, gently, yeah, like this. Look where you want the dart to go and throw it, but not too hard.
Steve is giving Anne instructions. He's telling her what to do to play the game and what not to do. Let's look once more at how Steve tells Anne what to do.
You have to hold it like this.
He says, you have to hold it like this. When we give instructions, it's the same as giving orders. There is only one way to do something. So we say, you have to, or you must. Let's teach Brenton a game.
What game?
It's called pick up sticks.
What do I have to do?
Well, you have to hold the sticks firmly in your hand.
Okay.
Then you have to let them fall.
There they go.
Then you have to pick up as many sticks as you can.
That's easy.
You mustn't move any of the other sticks.
That's not so easy.
You must be very careful.
That one. That one.
Easy. Now it gets tricky.
Got that one.
Very good.
I moved one.
Okay, then you must let me have a turn.
Oh, okay.
Let's start again. You make the sentences using you have to. Hold the sticks firmly in your hand. You have to hold the sticks firmly in your hand. Let them fall. You have to let them fall. Not too hard though. Pick up as many sticks as you can. You have to pick up as many sticks as you can. Now try some using must. Be very careful. You must be very careful. Let me have a turn. You must let me have a turn.
And there were some things I couldn't do. We can use mustn't. Let's try with mustn't. Move any of the other sticks. You mustn't move any of the other sticks. Drop the sticks too hard. You mustn't drop the sticks too hard.
Steve told Anne what she mustn't do too. Watch.
Look where you want the dart to go and throw it, but not too hard.
He tells her not to throw the dart too hard. So he could have said, you mustn't throw it too hard, or don't throw it too hard. So what could we say about the sticks using don't? Let them move.
Don't let them move.
Pick them up yet.
Don't pick them up yet.
Let's look one more time at Steve talking to Anne about the darts.
Look where you want the dart to go and throw it, but not too hard.
He says, look where you want the dart to go and throw it. Let's look at this sentence. Look where you want the dart to go. Who is Steve talking to?
He's talking to Anne.
But he doesn't say Anne, and he doesn't say you. There is no subject.
That's because it's an instruction or command. Steve is telling Anne what she must do. Giving commands or instructions is always to the second person, or you. But we leave out the word you.
So my instructions to Brenton for pick-up sticks can just be, hold the sticks in your hand. Let them fall. Pick them up without moving the others. Where else do we find instructions?
With things you buy, they often have instructions.
Let's look at the instructions for this electric kettle. The first instruction says, fill with desired amount of water. That is, put the amount of water you need into the kettle.
The second instruction says what not to do. Do not fill past maximum water level mark. That means don't put too much water in.
The third instruction says, plug kettle into power outlet. In instructions, some words are often left out. So instead of plug the kettle into a power outlet, the and a are left out.
The same with the next one. Turn power on instead of turn the power on.
Which words are left out in the last instruction? To this. The full sentence should be turn the switch on the kettle to on.
In conversation, we never leave these words out.
So what is time?
You mean what is the time?
Okay.
It's time to say goodbye to the audience.
And time to see today's episode of Sisters and Brothers once again. Goodbye.
See you later.
That was delicious, Anne.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, it was very tasty.
If you went to Singapore, you could have it every day.
There you are, Mark. The advantages of travel.
I thought it was absolutely superb.
Thank you, Steve. What did you think, Louise?
Too hot.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's how we eat in Singapore.
Do you want to play darts?
What's that?
Come on, I'll show you.
Can I play too?
No, Louise. Let Anne relax. She cooked dinner, so we'll clean up.
You have to hold it like this. Gently. Like this. Look where you want the dart to go and throw it, but not too hard. That's pretty good for a beginner. And you seem sad again. What's the matter?
There's something I haven't told you.
Hello, and welcome to Living English. Last time on Sisters and Brothers, Steve was teaching Anne how to play darts when Anne decided to tell him about her missing brother. Now let's see what happens when Anne shows Steve a photo of her brother.
This is your brother.
Yes?
I know this man.
You know him?
I'm sure it's him. This is a man who works at the stall where I buy fruit.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it was him. We must go there now.
Hold on. It's 10 o'clock at night. The market's closed. Let me have another look. How long since you've seen him?
2 years?
It's him. I'm sure it's him.
What's going on?
Steve says he knows my brother.
What?
Oh, I think so.
He says David's working at the market.
That's right.
My brother sells fruit for a living.
Steve, are you sure?
Yes. Anne thinks she saw him.
Well, the markets are open tomorrow. Let's find out.
I can't believe it. David working at the market.
It looks like Anne is getting very close to finding her brother. In this episode, Anne tells Sarah what Steve said. We call this reported speech or indirect speech. Listen to Steve and then how Anne tells Sarah what he said.
I'm sure it's him.
What's going on?
Steve says he knows my brother.
Steve says he knows my brother. Anne uses the word says. Practice saying says with Anne.
Steve says he knows my brother.
What?
We use says when we are talking about the singular third person. For the first person, I and we use say. I say, we say. For the second person, you, we also use say. You say. The third person is anyone or anything else. For these, we use says. He says, she says, the doctor says, it says. We don't just use it to mean talking. We use it to mean writing too. We say, the newspaper says. But when the third person is plural, we use say. The newspapers say, the doctors say, they say. And if we ask a question, we use say. What does Anne say?
He says David's working at the market.
He says. Now it's your turn. Steve, he knows Anne's brother. Steve says he knows Anne's brother. He, David's working at the market. He says David's working at the market. Anne uses says because Steve has only just finished saying that he knows her brother. She could have used the past tense said. He said David's working at the market.
My brother sells fruit for a living.
Steve, are you sure?
Yes. Anne thinks she saw him.
He said Anne thinks she saw him. We use thinks or think in the same way as says or say. See if you can remember which one to use. Your English is very good. I think your English is very good. Michelle, your English is very good. Michelle thinks your English is very good. Now, where did Steve think he saw David?
I'm sure it's him. This is a man who works at the stall where I buy fruit.
He thinks he saw David at the stall where I buy fruit. That's in the market. Notice that he says, this is the man who works, and not, this is the man that works. Listen again.
I'm sure it's him. This is a man who works at the stall where I buy fruit.
We mostly use who when we are talking about people, and always that if we're talking about things. We say, I don't like cars that are noisy, but I don't like people who are noisy. Let's try some. I like cars are fast. I like cars that are fast. I like children laugh. I like children who laugh. You don't always have to say who when you're talking about people. You can also say, I like children that laugh. But with things, such as cars, we always say that. We use words such as who, that, which, and where when we want to say something about what has just been mentioned. Listen to the way Steve uses the word where.
This is Manny works at the store where I buy fruit.
He mentions the stall and then says something about it. The stall where I buy fruit. We use where to say something about a place, or to provide extra information about a place. When Steve says, the stall where I buy fruit, we are told something about the stall. It's the place Steve goes to buy fruit. Here are some more examples. I want to see where you live. This is the place where I grew up. Now see if you can use the right word, who or where. This is the girl. She works at the supermarket. This is the girl who works at the supermarket. This is the girl. She is getting married. This is the girl who is getting married. She works at the supermarket. I shop there. She works at the supermarket where I shop. And we can put all these ideas together in one sentence like this. This is the girl. She works at the supermarket. I shop there. She is getting married. The girl who works at the supermarket where I shop is getting married. So words like who, where, which, and that can be used to link sentences or ideas together. Let's try another one. This is the house. I live there. This is the house where I live. This is the man. He owns the house. This is the man who owns the house. And putting the ideas together. This is the man. He owns the house. I live there. This is the man who owns the house where I live. Now listen to what Anne says about her brother who works at the market.
My brother sells fruit for a living.
And this is Michelle. She helps host the program. This is Michelle who helps host the program. Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Brenton. Hello, everyone.
What does Anne mean when she says he sells fruit for a living?
She means it's his job. His job is selling fruit at the market. It's how he earns enough money to live. We do jobs for a living. What jobs have you done for a living?
I used to work at the market like David. I used to unload the fruit and vegetables off the trucks in the morning.
Used to?
We say used to for something that you did in the past but don't do now. I remember you used to work as a checkout operator.
That's right. That was years ago. Now you try. Add used to these sentences. Brenton, work at the market. Brenton used to work at the market.
Michelle, work as a checkout operator. Michelle used to work as a checkout operator.
We say, I used to work as a checkout operator because it was a regular thing, a job. I used to work at the supermarket every day.
So I could say, I caught the bus yesterday, so I only caught the bus once. But if I say, I used to catch the bus, I mean I did it often, every day. I used to catch the bus to work, but now I walk. Do you remember what Anne's job is? What does Anne do for a living? She works as a wine importer. Where does her brother work again?
I can't believe it. David working at the market.
He works at the market. We mostly say that we work at a specific place.
We work at the TV station.
David works at the market. Let's practice that. I used to work the supermarket. I used to work at the supermarket. A teacher works a school. A teacher works at a school. A professor works a university. A professor works at a university.
So what do we mean when we say that we work in something?
We mostly use in for the general type of work we do. We work in the media. When I was a checkout operator, I used to work in retail. Anne works in the wine industry.
What about when we say we work for something?
We work for money.
No, I mean when someone says he works for a bank.
Oh, that means the organisation you are helping with your work. A policeman works for the government. Or it can just mean an individual. I used to work as a babysitter for my aunt.
Ah, you used to work in childcare.
Yes. Now it's your turn. Which words will we put in here? I work as a TV presenter at the local TV station. I work in the media.
Who do you work for?
Well, I work for ABC Asia Pacific TV. It's a TV network. So I work for the TV network.
We know that Anne's brother David works at the market, but what does he work as?
Someone who sells fruit and vegetables is called a greengrocer. So David works as a greengrocer. Of course, you can also say he is a greengrocer.
Well, that's all for today. We learnt about reported speech and what first, second and third person means.
And some of the little words we use to talk about the jobs we do. In our next episode, we'll join Anne, Steve and Sarah at the market in their search for Anne's brother and find out some more about tenses.
Hello and welcome to Living English. In our previous episode, Anne discovered that her brother worked at the market. Sarah's brother Steve recognised the photo because he goes to the market to buy fruit. Today, Anne, Steve and Sarah go to the market to look for Anne's brother David.
He's not here.
Give me the photo, I'll ask. Excuse me,
Yes, mate.
we're looking for this man. He works here, doesn't he?
Who wants to know?
This is his sister. She's been looking for him.
Don't know anything about his sister. He never mentioned his sister.
But it is him, isn't it? Please say it's him.
Yeah, well, this does look like our Davo. I reckon it's him, love.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do it.
David.
So where is he?
Look, I don't know, mate. He rang yesterday and he said he wanted a couple of days off. I said OK. He's usually pretty good.
Do you know where he lives?
Hang on, love. I'll just get me book.
go there straight away.
Straight ahead?
Yes. No, left at the next lights.
How far is it?
Not far. Keep going along this road until you get to a roundabout.
What's that?
It's the cops.
It's starting to get very exciting. Keep watching to see what happens. We just saw Sarah giving directions. Let's have another look.
Straight ahead?
Yes. No, left at the next lights.
How far is it?
Not far. Keep going along this road until you get to a roundabout.
First, Steve asks if he should go straight ahead. He means, should he continue driving in the same direction without turning? Try asking straight ahead with him.
Straight ahead?
At first, Sarah is not sure which way to go, but then tells Steve where to turn. Listen.
Yes. No, left at the next lights.
She tells Steve to turn left at the next lights. She doesn't actually say turn, she wants to give the directions quickly. A car can't go straight ahead left, it can only turn left. So she doesn't have to say turn, she just says left. Where left and right are depends on which way you are facing. I'm facing you, so my left hand is on your right side. If I turn left, I go this way. When Sarah says at the next lights, she means the next set of traffic lights that they come to. Now, what does she say to Steve when she wants him to continue in the same direction?
Keep going along this road until you get to a roundabout.
She says that he should keep going. Remember that when we give instructions or orders, we don't say you. Sarah doesn't say you keep going. She just says keep going. Listen again and then say it with her.
Keep going along this road until you get to a roundabout.
Until you get to a roundabout. Until is a useful word. It means up to when or up to the time that. Sarah wants Steve to keep going up to the time that he gets to a roundabout. When he gets to the roundabout, he mustn't keep going. Often we shorten until to till. Keep going till you get to a roundabout. Now see if you can use some of the words we've talked about. Finish these instructions. Don't turn, go. Don't turn, go straight ahead. Turn right and keep going, you get to the next lights. Turn right and keep going until you get to the next lights. Now let's look at how we say that something we're doing keeps going. We know Anne was looking for her brother, and we know she is still looking for her brother. Listen to how Steve tells the fruit seller this.
She's been looking for him.
She's been looking for him. This is short for she has been looking for him. We've looked at this before on Living English. It's called the present perfect continuous tense. We use it for things done in the past and which we continue to do now. I have been presenting Living English for a while, and I hope you have been watching. We use have or has with been and the ing form of a verb to form this tense. Let's practice. I'll give you a verb and the sentence. Dance. I for hours. I have been dancing for hours. Drive. He all day. He has been driving all day. Usually we shorten this to he's been driving all day. Use the short form here. Write. She for years. She's been writing for years. Let's return to what's happening now. Listen to Steve asking the fruit seller if David works there.
Excuse me,
Yes, mate.
we're looking for this man.
Steve says, we're looking for this man. That's what they are doing at that moment. But we don't need to look for this woman because she's already here. Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Brenton. Hello, everyone.
What have you got for us today, Michelle?
A compass and a street directory. We're going to talk about directions. What are the 4 main directions?
North, south, east, and west.
I'm going to show you this compass, and you tell me where those directions are.
Okay. North is on the top. East is on the right. West is on the left. And south is on the bottom.
We use the same directions on a map when it is facing you. Tell me, what direction is the top of the page? North. What direction is the bottom of the page? South. What direction is the right of the page? East. And the left? West. Here's the market. Let's say you wanted to go up to the railway station. Which direction do you travel? You travel north. Now, Brenton, you give me some directions and I'll move the pointer. I'll start at the market and you tell me how to get to the theatre.
Go left until you get to the main intersection.
That's the intersection. An intersection is a crossroads. It's where roads cross each other. What now?
Turn right and keep going until you reach the square.
Okay, there's the square. It's a small park with roads all around it.
Turn right and then turn left at the third set of lights.
The red dots are traffic lights. 1, 2, 3, left.
Go straight ahead until you come to the theatre on your left.
Got it. Are you sure that was the best way?
Probably not. But what I want to know is, how did Steve get Anne's brother's address so he could give directions?
Let's have a look.
Do you know where he lives?
Hang on, love. I'll just get me book.
The man at the stall has got a book with the address in it.
What does he mean when he says, hang on?
He means, wait a little while. It's an Australian slang expression.
I want to finish today with another one of those perfect tenses.
You would.
We talked about the present perfect continuous earlier. You know, I have been talking, that tense.
Yes.
There's another tense that we use for things that are not continuous actions, but which started in the past and are still true now.
For instance, I can say, I've lost my keys. I mean that it doesn't really matter when I lost them, but they're still lost. Now, what do you say if you just burnt your hand cooking?
I've burnt my hand.
You say that because you're still burnt. You're talking about the present.
This is the present perfect tense. It's when we say have or has with a past participle. I'll tell you some past participles and you can complete the sentence. Found. My keys. I have found my keys. If I just say, I found my keys, I'm talking about the past. Saying, I have found my keys means it's something that's just happened.
It's just like saying, I've done it, instead of I did it.
Yes. Let's do some more. Here's the past participle. Eaten. All the bread. I have eaten all the bread.
Seen. That film. I have seen that film. And now it's time for us to show today's episode again.
We'll be back with the next program, when we'll look at giving warnings and the present continuous tense. Bye.
Bye.
He's not here.
Give me the photo, I'll ask. Excuse me,
Yes, mate.
we're looking for this man. He works here, doesn't he?
Who wants to know?
This is his sister. She's been looking for him.
Don't know anything about her sister. He never mentioned her sister.
But it is him, isn't it? Please say it's him.
Yeah, well, this does look like our Davo. I reckon it's him, love.
Thank you.
Do it?
David.
So where is he?
Look, I don't know, mate. He rang yesterday and he said he wanted a couple of days off. I said okay. He's usually pretty good.
Do you know where he lives?
Hang on, love. I'll just get me book.
We'll go there straight away.
Hello, and welcome to Living English. Today, we're looking at introductions and how to express how you're feeling. Yesterday, in our drama, Steve convinced a policeman not to fine him for speeding. Today, Steve, Sarah and Anne arrive at the address they have for Anne's missing brother. Let's see what happens.
Where did you say it was?
This is it, Barker Street.
We're looking for number 57. What am I going to say to him?
It'll be fine, he's your brother.
So, who's going to knock?
I guess I will. I'm so nervous.
Don't worry, we'll be here. Hello.
Hello. I wonder... I'm sorry to bother you. I'm looking for... Oh, it's very hard to explain.
Perhaps my partner can help you. David?
Anne!
David!
Oh, it's so good to see you. I'm so ashamed. I've been so selfish.
I'm so glad you're all right. I've been so worried.
Rose, this is my sister, Anne.
Your sister?
And this is my girlfriend, Rose.
You'd better come in.
Anne's found him at last. And he has a partner. You'll have to keep watching to find out more about her. David had to introduce his sister to his partner. Let's look at how he does this.
Rose, this is my sister, Anne.
Your sister?
And this is my girlfriend, Rose.
It's an unusual situation to be introducing people, but David does it in the usual way. First, he introduces his sister to Rose. Listen.
Rose, this is my sister, Anne.
First, he names Rose and tells her his sister's name and what relation she is to him. Rose, this is my sister, Anne. Practice saying that with the clip.
Rose, this is my sister, Anne.
Once he's done that, he introduces Rose to Anne. Listen.
And this is my girlfriend, Rose.
David wasn't sure what to say about Rose. When you introduce someone, you say something about them, whether they are your sister or your boss or whatever seems to be important. You say, "This is my sister," or "This is my boss." Let's practice using "this is." My brother Paul. This is my brother Paul. My sister Carol. This is my sister Carol. The receptionist Sue. This is the receptionist Sue. Now pretend that you have to introduce me to someone. You can say that I'm the presenter of Living English. And let's pretend that you have a brother called Jim. Introduce me to your brother Jim. Jim? Jim, this is the presenter of Living English, Brenton. And Brenton? Brenton, this is my brother Jim. Now let's have a look at the things we say when we knock on someone's door.
Hello.
Hello. I wonder... I'm sorry to bother you. I'm looking for... it's very hard to explain.
Anne was a bit confused. At first, she was going to say, "I wonder if you could help me." We say this if we need to find out something. If you needed to know when somebody next door might be coming home, you would use this expression. Notice that she says hello first. Try saying it. Hello, I wonder if you could help me. Hello, I wonder if you could help me. Or you could say, "I'm sorry to bother you." To bother someone is to interrupt them, to ask them to do something. Try saying it. Hello. Hello, I'm sorry to bother you. In the end, Anne doesn't need to explain what she wants. Let's have another look at what happens next.
Perhaps my partner can help you.
David?
Anne!
David!
Viewers, this is our other presenter, Michelle. Michelle, these are our viewers.
Hello, everyone. Isn't it great that Anne has found David at last?
Yes.
Let's look at them getting together again.
Oh, it's so good to see you. I'm so ashamed. I've been so selfish.
I'm so glad you're all right. I've been so worried.
It's such an emotional moment.
Let's take a closer look at how they talk about their feelings. Listen to David first.
I've been so selfish.
And now Anne.
I've been so worried.
They both say, I've been. They're talking about their feelings over time.
When David says, I've been so selfish, he means that being selfish is something he's done for a while.
Anne was worried about David right from the start, and all through our drama. That's why she says, I've been so worried.
If she had worried about David in the past and then stopped worrying, she could say, I was worried. But she didn't stop worrying. So she says, I've been worried.
I've been so worried. She said, so worried.
Yes. They both used so a lot. They're using it to mean very. It's a very emotional scene. Can we have another look?
Okay.
Oh, it's so good to see you. I'm so ashamed. I've been so selfish.
I'm so glad you're all right. I've been so worried.
It's time to look at the words we use for feelings or emotions. Brenton, look at my face and say what you think I'm feeling.
Well, that's easy. You're happy.
And this one?
You're unhappy or sad.
What about this one?
Oh, you're angry. I'm glad you're just acting.
What about this one?
Oh, you look worried. You're anxious.
All of those were adjectives, words that described how I felt. These words have noun forms too, the words that say what the feeling is. What's the noun for angry, Brenton?
Anger. Anger is the thing you feel. An angry person feels anger.
What about happy?
Happiness. A happy person feels happiness.
And sad?
Sadness. A sad person feels sadness.
Anxious?
Anxiety. An anxious person feels anxiety.
Now it's your turn. Which word do you use? Happy or happiness? I've been so happy. Sad or sadness? I see a lot of sadness. Anxious or anxiety? I feel a lot of anxiety. Anger or angry? Don't get with me. Don't get angry with me. Now, how did Anne say she was feeling before she knocked on the door? Listen.
So, who's going to knock?
I guess I will. I'm so nervous.
So many words to describe the one feeling. Nervous, worried, anxious.
Yes. Anne said, I'm so nervous. She's talking about the present. What would she say if she had been nervous for a while?
I've been nervous. Let's see if you can say the right feeling for the right time. How do you say that you are angry now? I'm angry. How do you say that you are more than just angry now? I'm so angry. What about being sad for some time? I've been sad. Being sad now. I'm sad.
You can also say feeling in these sentences. I'm feeling sad, or I've been feeling sad.
I wonder how Rose is feeling. Let's look at what she says after David introduces Anne.
You'd better come in.
What does she mean, you'd better?
That's a way of saying the best thing to do is to come in. You try some. Finish that essay. You'd better finish that essay. Feed the cat. You'd better feed the cat. Get up and go to work. You'd better get up and go to work.
And we'd better stop. In our next episode, you'll find out more about words for relatives and some words that are called relative pronouns.
Here's today's drama again. Bye.
Bye.
Where did you say it was?
This is it, Barker Street.
We're looking for number 57. What am I going to say to him?
It'll be fine, he's your brother.
So, who's going to knock?
I guess I will. I'm so nervous.
Don't worry, we'll be here. Hello.
Hello. I wonder... I'm sorry to bother you. I'm looking for... Oh, it's very hard to explain.
Perhaps my partner can help you. David?
Anne!
David!
Oh, it's so good to see you. I'm so ashamed. I've been so selfish.
I'm so glad you're all right. I've been so worried.
Rose, this is my sister, Anne.
Your sister?
And this is my girlfriend, Rose.
You'd better come in.
Hello, welcome again to Living English. Today we're looking at giving warnings and a verb tense called the past continuous. In the last episode of Sisters and Brothers, Anne was driving with Steve and Sarah. The stall attendant at the market gave them an address for her lost brother, and now they are on the way there, but they are in trouble.
What's that?
It's the cops.
Can I see your licence, please?
Here you are. I'm sorry, officer. What's the problem?
I'm afraid you were travelling at 70 kilometres per hour in a 60 kilometre zone. I also see you have a passenger in the back seat who is not wearing a seatbelt. Do you know that you must wear a seatbelt when you're travelling in a vehicle, ma'am?
I'm sorry, I forgot. You see, officer, my friend here has been looking for her brother who she hasn't seen for 2 years, and we've just discovered the address.
We were driving there when you pulled us over.
Yes, well, you hear a lot of stories in this job. I haven't heard that one before.
But it's true.
I'm really sorry. It's all my fault. I was only thinking about my brother and now you're in trouble.
It's okay, Anne. It's my fault we're going too fast.
Look, just stick to the speed limit, okay?
Thank you, officer. Thank you so much.
But that's no excuse for not wearing a seatbelt. All right, now be off with you. Hope to find your brother, man.
Thanks, officer.
Anne, Steve and Sarah were lucky that the policeman who stopped them was kind. Let's look first at some of the words used in that episode.
What's that?
It's the cops.
When Steve sees the police motorbike behind the car, he says, "It's the cops." Actually, it's just one cop. Cop is a slang term for a policeman. It's not really rude, but you shouldn't use it when talking to a policeman. What does the policeman ask Steve?
Can I see your licence, please?
Here you are. I'm sorry, officer. What's the problem?
The policeman asks Steve for his driver's license. He says, "Can I see your license, please?" The policeman is asking politely, although the law says Steve has to show him his driver's license. A license is a piece of paper that says you are allowed to do something, such as drive. Notice how it is spelled, with a C. The word license with an S is a verb. So you are licensed to drive if you have a license. The policeman says, "Can I?" and he says, "Please." He could also say, "May I?" or "Could I?" First practice saying, "Can I see your license, please?" with the clip.
Can I see your licence, please?
Let's try some other phrases like this. First, use "may I." "May I see your license, please?" "Could I?" "Could I see your license, please?" Now let's try some other phrases using "could you." "Get out of the car, please." "Could you get out of the car, please?" "Turn off the engine, please." "Could you turn off the engine, please?" "Come with me to the station." "Could you come with me to the station, please?" Luckily, Steve doesn't have to go to the station or police station. Listen now for 2 reasons why the policeman pulled them over.
I'm sorry, officer. What's the problem?
I'm afraid you were travelling at 70 kilometres per hour in a 60-kilometre zone. I also see you have a passenger in the back seat who was not wearing a seat belt.
What was the first reason? It was the speed of the car. The policeman tells Steve he was travelling at 70 kilometres per hour, but the speed limit was 60 kilometres per hour. The speed limit is the maximum speed you can drive in a particular zone or area. So Steve was travelling too fast. Was travelling is a verb tense called past continuous. It describes a continuous action in the past. Travelling is a continuous action, one that goes on for a time. And it is a past action, because Steve is not travelling now, he has stopped. Try saying, "You were travelling with the policeman."
I'm afraid you were travelling at 70 kilometres per hour in a 60-kilometre zone.
Try the phrase "travelling too fast" with different pronouns. I was travelling too fast. He was travelling too fast. Remember to change was to were with plurals, we, you and they. We were travelling too fast. They were travelling too fast. What was the second thing they were doing wrong?
I also see you have a passenger in the back seat who was not wearing a seat belt.
Sarah was not wearing her seatbelt. This is another example of past continuous. She was not wearing her seatbelt when the policeman pulled them over. It was a continuous action in the past. Notice how the word not goes in between was and wearing to make the negative. Let's try some different phrases like this. First, repeat. She was not wearing a seatbelt. She was not wearing a seatbelt. Driving safely. She was not driving safely. obeying the road rules. She was not obeying the road rules. Now look at how the policeman gives Sarah a warning.
Do you know that you must wear a seatbelt while you're travelling in a vehicle, ma'am?
You must wear a seatbelt while travelling in a vehicle. While means during the time. It's used to link two ideas together. The law says that someone who is travelling in a car must be wearing a seatbelt at the same time. Let's look at some other examples of this. You are on a bus. You must have a ticket. You must have a ticket while you are on a bus. You are in a restaurant. You mustn't smoke. You mustn't smoke while you are in a restaurant. You are driving. You mustn't drink alcohol. You mustn't drink alcohol while you are driving. But Sarah has an excuse. Listen.
You see, officer, my friend here has been looking for her brother who she hasn't seen for 2 years, and we've just discovered the address.
And I've just discovered Michelle. Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Brenton. Hello, everyone. That sentence from Sarah, giving her excuse, was very long and complicated.
Yes, but we can use it to revise some verb tenses. Sarah is telling a complicated story, so she uses the different verb tenses to talk about when things happened.
First, my friend has been looking for her brother. This present perfect continuous tense tells us that Anne was looking in the past and is still looking now.
Then she says who she hasn't seen for 2 years. Who refers to Anne's brother. Remember, we can link ideas with who. My friend has been looking for her brother. She hasn't seen him for 2 years. My friend has been looking for her brother, who she hasn't seen for 2 years. She hasn't seen him shows that in all that time, Anne did not see her brother, and she still hasn't seen him now.
Finally, we've just discovered the address. This is the present perfect tense. They discovered the address just a little while ago, at the market. Just means only a small time in the past. Let's listen to that story again, and a bit extra from Steve.
You see, officer, my friend here has been looking for her brother who she hasn't seen for 2 years, and we've just discovered the address.
We were driving there when you pulled us over.
Steve says, we were driving there when you pulled us over. We've looked before at when. It connects two actions which happened at the same time. We were driving there, you pulled us over. We were driving there when you pulled us over. Try a couple of others like this. We were speeding, you stopped us. We were speeding when you stopped us. He was winning, he fell over. He was winning when he fell over.
Let's go back to the story again. Listen to the policeman.
Yes, well, you hear a lot of stories in this job. I haven't heard that one before.
He says, you hear a lot of stories in this job. Who is you?
The policeman is using you instead of saying I. I hear a lot of stories has a similar meaning. You hear a lot of stories means that people doing his sort of job hear a lot of stories.
And stories are people's excuses for breaking the law.
He also says, I haven't heard that one before.
The story that Sarah tells him is a new story. This is the first time he's heard that story, so he hasn't heard it before. That is, in any time before now. So whose fault is it? Let's look again.
I'm really sorry. It's all my fault. I was only thinking about my brother and now you're in trouble.
It's okay, Anne. It's my fault we're going too fast.
Anne says it was her fault, and Steve says it was his fault.
Fault is being responsible for doing something wrong.
Steve says, "It was my fault we were going too fast." It was his fault because he was driving. He was responsible. Try at home saying, "It was my fault. We were late."
It was my fault we were late.
We had an accident.
It was my fault we had an accident.
We can also use the present tense. It is my fault we're taking too long.
It's my fault we're taking too long.
No, it's my fault. But we're nearly finished. Finally, let's look at 2 warnings the policeman gives. First, a warning for Steve.
Look, just stick to the speed limit, okay?
To stick to something is to keep to it. Drive at or below the speed limit. The policeman is warning Steve not to drive too fast or to speed. And here's the second warning.
But that's no excuse for not wearing a seatbelt.
He is warning Sarah about not wearing a seatbelt. She should have been wearing a seatbelt. Her reason was not good enough.
Well, I wonder if they will find Anne's brother in the next episode. Hello, and welcome to Living English. Today, we'll be looking a bit more at greetings and introductions, and at relative pronouns. In our last episode of Sisters and Brothers, Anne finally found her brother living with a woman called Rose. Today, Anne goes into their house and meets someone else she knew nothing about.
David hasn't told me very much about his family.
I'm so sorry. And I feel very bad about not contacting you.
I just can't believe it. I was looking for you, thinking that something terrible must have happened, and here you are playing house.
There's someone you should meet. This is our son, Sam. Sam, meet your Aunt Anne.
Oh, David, my little brother of father. Oh, he's beautiful. David, why didn't you tell me about Rose? Why didn't you tell me you were a father?
I think I'd like to know that too.
I would have come and helped you.
It's hard to explain.
I have some friends outside who helped me find you. I think you need to tell us all what happened.
I'll go and get them.
I'm an aunt. Sarah, Steve. This is my brother David and his partner Rose. And this is my nephew Sam.
He's gorgeous.
I know you. You...
Shop at your stall, yeah.
Green apples. He always wants green apples.
That's right. You have a good memory, David.
I think you'd better all sit down.
Well, that was unexpected. Imagine suddenly finding out that you have a nephew, that your brother or sister has a son. In our last episode, we looked at introductions. Let's refresh our memories.
Sarah, Steve. This is my brother David and his partner Rose. And this is my nephew Sam.
This time, Anne introduces 2 groups of people instead of just 2 people. Remember to name the people you are introducing and then tell them who the others are by saying, "This is." Listen again and then repeat it with the clip.
This is my brother David and his partner Rose. Sarah, Steve.
Notice that Anne says what relation they are first and then their names. Pretend that you have a sister called Anne who has a husband called Mike. Introduce Anne and Mike to two people called Brenton and Michelle. Brenton, Michelle. Brenton, Michelle, this is my sister Anne and her husband Mike. We're going to talk some more about relatives later. But first, I'm going to tell you about some words called relative pronouns. Most of them start with a wh sound. Listen out for one in this clip.
I have some friends outside who helped me find you.
I have some friends outside who helped me find you. Who is the relative pronoun. We've talked about these words before on Living English. A relative pronoun is a word that's used instead of the noun being talked about. Who is used to refer to some friends. We use words such as who when we want to say something else about people, to say who they are. The people in our story are called the characters. Who is Anne? We could say that Anne is the character who has found her brother. You try some. First, here's an example. Sarah is Mark's wife. Sarah is the character who. Sarah is the character who is Mark's wife. Okay, let's start. Mark is Sarah's husband. Mark is the character. Mark is the character who is Sarah's husband. Sam is Anne's nephew. Sam is the character. Sam is the character who is Anne's nephew. David works at the market. David is the character. David is the character who works at the market. Listen once more to how Anne uses who.
I have some friends outside who helped me find you.
Usually we use who when we're talking about people, but which or that when we're talking about things. So we say, I have a car which is blue, or I have a car that is blue. If we're talking about time, we say when. This is the time when the bus arrives. And if we're talking about a place, we use where. This is the place where the accident happened. Now see if you can use the right wh word. I have a bicycle is red. I have a bicycle which is red. This is the shop. I buy apples. This is the shop where I buy apples. I drive home at 7. The traffic is not as bad. I drive home at 7 when the traffic is not as bad. Now let's look at the moment when Anne learns she has a nephew.
This is our son Sam. Sam, meet your Aunt Anne.
David, my little brother and father.
It's time to introduce Michelle. Everyone, this is my co-presenter, Michelle Crowden.
Hello, everyone.
What are we going to talk about today?
Relatives and relative pronouns. First, I have some questions for you, Brenton.
Okay.
If Anne is baby Sam's aunt, then Sam is Anne's what?
Sam is Anne's nephew.
What if Anne was the aunt of a girl? David's daughter would be Anne's what?
David's daughter would be Anne's niece.
Okay. If Anne had a child, what relation would it be to Sam?
It would be Sam's cousin.
Would it matter if it's a boy or a girl?
No, we say cousin for boys and girls. The children of brothers and sisters are cousins to each other.
All right. If Anne has a son, a boy, it would be David's nephew. David would be that child's what?
David would be that child's uncle. We call people who are cousins, aunts, uncles, nephews and nieces our extended family.
I'm going to ask the audience some questions about Sam's immediate family, the people he is most closely related to. Rose is Sam's mother. David is Sam's father. Sam doesn't have any brothers and sisters yet, so that's his immediate family.
Now for his extended family. Anne is Sam's aunt.
What about Anne and David's mother and father?
They're Sam's grandmother and grandfather.
Now for some questions from Anne.
David, why didn't you tell me about Rose? Why didn't you tell me you were a father?
You'll have to watch the next episode to find out the answers. Now listen to Anne say to her brother what he should do.
I think you need to tell us all what happened.
She used another of the "w" words. Listen again.
I think you need to tell us all what happened.
You need to tell us all what happened.
What can be used in a sentence that's not a question. It means the things that. You need to tell us the things that happened.
She's talking about David going missing. I think he should tell us too.
We use the phrase, tell us what happened, a lot. It's a way of asking for the full story about something.
And we want to know the full story of why David went missing. Now I want to see if you can use what. I'm going to show you some sentences with a missing word. The missing word will be that or what. Let's start. I say, I mean. I say what I mean. This is the dog bit me. This is the dog that bit me. This book is just I needed. This book is just what I needed. You must work hard to get you want. You must work hard to get what you want. I like to drive cars are fast. I like to drive cars that are fast. Now let's have a look at one more clip.
I just can't believe it. I was looking for you, thinking that something terrible must have happened, and here you are playing house.
What does she mean, playing house?
Well, obviously she's angry. So she's saying that David is playing a game like a child.
She thought that something bad must have happened. What does she mean by must have?
We use must with have, must have, to mean a strong probability, or what's most likely. If you're late for work, I might say, he must have been held up in traffic.
We must have run out of time to do much more today.
Yes, we have. Enjoy another look at today's episode and join us next time when we hear what David has to tell us.
Bye.
Bye.
My little brother or father? Oh, he's beautiful. David, why didn't you tell me about Rose? Why didn't you tell me you were a father?
I think I'd like to know that too.
I would have come and helped you.
It's hard to explain.
I have some friends outside who helped me find you. I think you need to tell us all what happened.
I'll go and get them.
I'm an aunt. Sarah, Steve. This is my brother David and his partner Rose. And this is my nephew Sam.
He's gorgeous.
I know you. You...
Shop at your stall, yeah.
Green apples. He always wants green apples.
That's right. You have a good memory, David.
I think you'd better all sit down.
Hello, and welcome to Living English. Today, we're going to look again at verb tenses, and especially at something called the infinitive. But first, last time in our drama, Anne discovered that her brother David had a baby son called Sam. Today, David explains why he disappeared and what he has been doing.
What happened? Why did you stop writing?
I started my course at university, but it was very difficult. Computer science isn't for me.
Did you fail your exams?
Yes, I let everyone down. I just wanted to die. Dad must be so angry.
He's just worried about you, David.
I didn't know what to do. I was so confused. I had to find a job. I couldn't use Father's money anymore. So I applied for a job at the markets, and Phil was very kind. He agreed to give me a job if I could get a working visa.
How did you?
I went home and applied for it.
You mean you went back to Singapore?
Yes. I was too ashamed to see anyone. I'm such a failure.
I don't think you're a failure.
Anyway, I returned here and I started work. I met Rose. And we moved in together, and well, then Sam came along.
It's an amazing story.
I think it's wonderful.
Mum and Dad won't think it's that wonderful.
They'll be so relieved you're safe. We didn't know what to think, David.
I don't know what his parents will think about it all. If you keep watching, you'll find out. Let's listen again to what David did when he failed his course.
I didn't know what to do. I was so confused. I had to find a job.
David is talking about the past. He didn't know what to do. Remember that when we use did or didn't, we are talking about the past. I didn't know is the negative, and I did know is the positive. We use did with the basic form of a verb called an infinitive. Know is the infinitive. There are two ways of forming a past tense with the verb know. I did know, and with the past tense of know, knew. I knew. These phrases are saying the same thing. I did know, I knew. When we are telling someone about the past, we often use a past tense with the basic form of a verb. Listen.
I had to find a job.
Practice saying, I had to find a job with David.
I had to find a job.
The past tense is had, and the infinitive is to find. We use the word have and its past tense had in a number of ways. On Living English, we've looked at how have and had form perfect tenses with other verbs, such as the present perfect have done for things that have just happened, or the past perfect had done for things that have happened in the past and are finished. Have is also used as an ordinary verb, and the ordinary verb have has more than one meaning. It can mean to possess or own something. For example, I have a car. I have a job. In the sentence, I had to find a job, had means needed. I needed to find a job. If I lose my job, I have to find another. If Michelle loses her job, she has to find another. We can say that you have to study. If you tell someone to do something, they might just say, "Do I have to?" And what did David have to do?
I had to find a job.
When we use a verb straight after to, we always use the basic form or present. So we say to find and not to found. We call this basic form, such as find, the infinitive. Let's look at other examples of using the past tense, then the infinitive. Listen carefully in this clip for one example.
Phil was very kind. He agreed to give me a job.
He agreed to give me a job. Agreed is the past tense of agree. He agreed to give. The past tense agreed is followed by the infinitive to give. Listen again for the pattern of past tense followed by an infinitive when David tells Anne that he went back to Singapore for a visa.
I was too ashamed to see anyone.
The past tense is was. He was too ashamed. The infinitive is to see. He was too ashamed to see anyone. Now it's your turn. Put these sentences into the past tense. I have to finish my assignment. I had to finish my assignment. He agrees to allow smoking. He agreed to allow smoking. I know what to do. I knew what to do. I want to work overseas. I wanted to work overseas. Now listen to the past tense formed by the word didn't, followed by infinitives.
We didn't know what to think, David.
Anne used the infinitives know and to think. But she's talking about the past because she says, we didn't know what to think. Practice saying that with Anne.
We didn't know what to think, David.
And here's Michelle. Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Brenton. Hello, everyone. I don't know what to think either. Imagine not telling your parents that you've had a baby.
What have you got for us today, Michelle?
I've got some dice. I want you to play a simple game with me to help us revise different forms of words and verb tenses.
Okay.
I have to tell you a number. You have to roll the dice. And you must score a number higher than the number I tell you.
Okay. Higher than. So the number on the dice must be greater than the number you say.
If the number is greater, you have succeeded.
Ooh.
If it's lower, you've failed.
Oh.
And then you have to tell me what verb tense I used to describe what you did.
Oh, okay.
And at home, you tell me too. Okay? Ready? 2. Roll more than 2.
Ah, 7.
You've succeeded.
You've succeeded. That's the present perfect tense. Have succeeded. We use it for things that have just happened.
Correct. Try again. This time you must score more than 10.
4.
Oh, you failed.
That's the present perfect again. Have failed. Do I get another turn?
Yes. You must score more than 3.
Yes, 6.
You're a success.
A success. That's a noun.
Correct. Now roll again, but you have to score 12 to stay a success.
10.
You failed.
Failed is the past tense. We use it for things that have happened in the past.
Correct. You stay in the game.
Oh.
But you have to score more than 10 again.
Oh, 3.
You're a failure.
A failure. That's a noun. And that's what David called himself. Listen.
I'm such a failure.
Roll again. You have to get more than 3.
Oh, 10.
You're succeeding.
Succeeding. That's the present continuous. We use it for things that are happening now.
Oh, enough, Brenton. You win.
I succeeded. Now listen to Anne ask David about his exams.
Did you fail your exams?
She uses the word did, so she says fail and not failed. Did you fail your exams?
And did he?
Yes, I let everyone down.
What does he mean, he let everyone down?
He means he disappointed everyone. He didn't do what they wanted.
Now, we don't want you to let us down. I'm going to say what score is needed. Then you roll the dice. I'll tell you what form of the words succeed or fail to use.
Okay.
More than 2.
9.
Past tense. For something that's happened in the past.
I succeeded.
Roll a 12.
Yeah, 6.
Present perfect. For something that has just happened.
I've failed. Or I have failed.
More than 10.
3.
Noun. To name someone.
I'm a failure. Just like David.
I don't think you're a failure.
Isn't that nice?
Now, let's listen to David telling part of his story.
Because he's telling a story about the past, he uses past tense a lot. See how many past tense verbs you can hear.
It's more than 3.
Anyway, I returned home and I started work and I met Rose. We moved in together and then Sam came along.
There are 5. Did you hear them? The 5 verbs in their past tense form are returned, started, met, moved, and came. We hope you've learnt how to tell people about things in the past.
In our next program, we'll show you how to make suggestions.
And we'll find out what David will do.
and welcome again to Living English. Today we're looking at the words should and ought to and at persuading. In our last episode of Sisters and Brothers, David told his story, why he didn't contact his parents or Anne for so long. Now Anne has found him, he has to work out what to do next.
They'll be so relieved you're safe. We didn't know what to think, David.
Can't I just disappear? You can pretend I don't exist.
Oh, you should have told me. I could have helped. Didn't you realise we'd come and look for you?
I just couldn't face Dad.
You could have told your sister.
I ought to have told you, Anne. I should have trusted you. I'm so sorry.
He's so beautiful, David. You can't keep him from Mum and Dad.
They're your flesh and blood, David. They're Sam's grandparents. Don't you think they want to see him? Don't you think I want to meet your parents?
Rose is right, David. Mum and Dad so much want to be grandparents.
But not like this.
Your secret's out now.
Steve! It's all right, Sarah. Steve's right. I think David knows what he has to do.
What do you suggest? Hello, Mum. It's me, David. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm all right. Yep. Anne found me. Yeah, I'm working. Look, I'm so sorry that I didn't call you. Can you forgive me? Yeah. Okay, all right. I love you too. Yeah. All right. Mum's crying. She's gone to get Dad. He's gonna be so angry. Hello, Dad?
I wonder if David's father will be as angry as David thinks. We'll find out in the next episode. First, what does David think he should do? Listen.
Can't I just disappear? You can pretend I don't exist.
David suggests he should disappear. He says, "Can't I?" He's suggesting something. Try saying, "Can't I just disappear?" with David.
Can't I just disappear?
Now let's look at some useful phrases. Should have, could have, ought to have. They are all to do with things that David didn't do in the past, and Anne thinks he was wrong not to do them. What are these things? Let's listen.
You should have told me. I could have helped. Didn't you realise we'd come and look for you?
I just couldn't face Dad.
You could have told your sister.
I ought to have told you, Anne. I should have trusted you.
Should have is used to talk about things it would have been better to do in the past. You can use it about other people or yourself. First, try saying it after Anne.
Oh, you should have told me.
Try some others using should have. I worn a jacket. I should have worn a jacket. Now I'm cold. You left earlier. You should have left earlier. Now you'll be late. They asked me to come. They should have asked me to come, and now I'm sad. And should have can be contracted to should have. The negative is shouldn't. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. Anne also uses the phrase could have. Listen again.
I could have helped. Didn't you realise we'd come and look for you?
I just couldn't face Dad.
You could have told your sister.
Anne uses the phrase could have twice. I could have helped and you could have told your sister. Could is the past tense of can. By saying I could have helped, Anne is saying that she would have been able to help David in the past if he had let her. By saying this, she is also saying it would have been better for her to help. She also says, you could have told your sister. Anne is telling David off. She is angry with him because she is his sister and he kept a secret from her. Try saying, you could have told your sister with Anne.
You could have told your sister.
The final way of talking about things not done in the past is ought to. Listen to David use this phrase.
I ought to have told you, Anne. I should have trusted you. I'm so sorry.
David says, I ought to have told you. Ought to has a very similar meaning to should have. If you ought to do something, it is the right thing to do. You ought to give that money back. You stole it. David ought to have told his sister, because she is his sister and he should have trusted her. Try saying ought to in these phrases. You tell the truth. You ought to tell the truth. She win. She ought to win because she's the best. But notice that we say, I ought to have, not just I ought have. The negative is ought not or oughtn't.
Excuse me,
Yes?
don't you think you should introduce me?
You're right. I ought to have introduced you before. I should have told the viewers who you are. Now, this is Michelle Croden. Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Brenton. And hello, viewers.
What else are we looking at today?
We're looking at persuading.
What is persuading?
To persuade someone is to convince them about something, to get them to agree with you. In the story, Rose and Anne agree with each other that David should go and see his parents and take his son Sam with him. But David isn't so sure. Let's look at how Anne and Rose persuade David to change his mind. How many reasons can you hear why David should go?
He's so beautiful, David. You can't keep him from Mum and Dad.
They're flesh and blood, David. They're Sam's grandparents. Don't you think they want to see him? Don't you think I want to meet your parents?
Rose is right, David. Mum and Dad so much want to be grandparents.
But not like this.
Your secret's out now.
What was Anne's reason why David should go home?
She thought her parents would want to see their grandson.
Let's look at what she says.
He's so beautiful, David. You can't keep him from Mum and Dad.
She says, you can't keep him from Mum and Dad. You can't or cannot stop Mum and Dad from seeing him. Is she right?
When Anne says you can't, she's not saying that it is impossible for David to stop his parents from seeing Sam. She is saying strongly that it would be wrong.
Look at Brenton and persuade him that what he is doing is wrong by saying, you can't. You can't. You can't read a book while we're presenting Living English. You can't. You can't leave yet. We haven't finished. You can't. You can't sit there. It's too far back. Now, let's look at Rose's reasons for David going home.
They're flesh and blood, David. They're Sam's grandparents. Don't you think they want to see him? Don't you think I want to meet your parents?
Rose said, they're your flesh and blood. That doesn't sound very nice. What does it mean?
Saying someone is your flesh and blood just means that they are your blood relatives. They are related to you directly. So your parents and your children are your blood relatives.
But your wife or husband aren't. And your wife or husband's family aren't either.
What other reasons does she give?
She says they're Sam's grandparents. So David's parents are blood relatives to David's son, Sam, too.
And finally, she says, don't you think I want to meet your parents?
The expression, don't you think, is another way of persuading someone to your point of view.
This time, help me persuade Michelle she is doing the wrong thing using don't you think. Should pay attention. Don't you think you should pay attention? Being rude. Don't you think you're being rude? Should put that mirror down. Don't you think you should put that mirror down?
Oh, all right then. Let's look at the most persuasive argument of all.
Persuasive is the adjective from the verb persuade.
Your secret's out now.
Steve! Steve says, your secret's out now. A secret is something you don't want someone else to know. But now David has been found, so his secret isn't a secret anymore. Finally today, let's look at two uses of a small word, so. Listen and see if you can hear them.
Look, I'm so sorry that I didn't call you. Can you forgive me? He's gonna be so angry.
So, used like this, is just another way of saying very. It's a bit stronger than very. I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. By saying he's so sorry, David is telling his mother he is really, really sorry.
And he says, Dad is going to be so angry. He thinks his father is going to be really, really angry.
And I'm so sorry to say we have to go.
Hello, and welcome again to Living English. Today, we're looking at what you can say if you need to apologise to someone or if you do something the other person doesn't like. You may remember, in our last episode of Sisters and Brothers, David phoned his mother to tell her he was all right. Now, he is talking to his father, and he's explaining why he has not spoken to his father for 2 years. Here's How Could You?
Hello, Dad? It's me, David.
Do you realize how ready we've been?
Yes,
You're our son. How could you do this to us?
I'm sorry for causing you so much worry, Dad. I thought that you'd be angry. That's why I didn't tell you I couldn't study anymore.
Of course I'm angry. Your mother's been sick with worry. But you didn't have to disappear. What have you been doing all this time?
I've been working. I work at the market. I'm going to be a partner in the business soon. And Dad, there's something else. I'm with someone. And we have a baby boy. Dad? Dad, are you still there?
Did you say you were married?
Not exactly. I have a partner. Her name is Rose. And we have a son.
Your grandson. Dad?
I'm here, David. There's too much to think about. I want you to come home.
But
No buts. You need to come home. Bring her. Bring Rose and our grandson. Your mother and I love you. We want to see you. We want to meet your family.
Well, David's father was very angry, but perhaps he was right to be angry. David's father asks David some questions which are not really questions. He is telling David how angry and upset he is. Let's look again at these.
Hello, Dad? It's me, David.
Do you realize how ready we've been?
Yes,
You're our son. How could you do this to us?
David's father, Norman, asks David, do you realize or understand how worried we've been? He doesn't really want David to answer. He is telling David that they have been very worried. Try saying this phrase at home with the clip.
Do you realize how ready we've been?
Let's try a few other phrases like this, starting with, do you realize how late you are? Do you realize how late you are? What the time is? Do you realize what the time is? This phrase can also be used to make people aware of something. For example, do you realize you have left your car lights on? This is being helpful. Listen again to the other question Norman asks.
You're our son. How could you do this to us?
Norman asks David, how could you do this to us? Again, he isn't really asking a question. He is saying how upset he is. David apologizes for his action. Listen.
How could you do this to us?
I'm sorry for causing you so much worry, Dad.
In English, sorry is the word that you use to apologize. You might say, excuse me for minor things, for example, if you bump into someone. But sorry can be used in all situations. There are a few different ways of saying sorry. David says he is sorry for doing something. He is sorry for causing worry. Look at what he says.
I'm sorry for causing you so much worry, Dad.
Let's look at some other examples of this pattern. I'm sorry for doing something. Try with me. Being so late. I'm sorry for being so late. Making so much noise. I'm sorry for making so much noise. Forgetting your order. I'm sorry for forgetting your order. Another way of saying sorry is to say, I'm sorry to do something. For example, interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt. You try. Take so long. I'm sorry to take so long. Say you failed your exam. I'm sorry to say you failed your exam. Or you can say you're sorry for something you did or didn't do at a particular time. I'm sorry I made you wait so long. I'm sorry I didn't tell you I would be late. Try a few of these at home. Forgot to pick you up. I'm sorry I forgot to pick you up. I wasn't home when you called. I'm sorry I wasn't home when you called. Didn't return your call. I'm sorry I didn't return your call. Now let's look at why David didn't call his father.
I'm sorry for causing you so much worry, Dad. I thought that you'd be angry.
That's why I didn't tell you I couldn't study anymore.
David says, I thought you'd be angry. He is describing something he thought his father would do because he didn't call. Try saying this with David in the clip.
I thought that you'd be angry.
Try some phrases like this at home using I thought you would. Be upset. I thought you would be upset. Be interested in this book. I thought you would be interested in this book. You can use this to talk about how you think someone will feel about something and to talk about what you think they will do. For example, I thought you would like this film. Try another example. Help me with my homework. I thought you would help me with my homework. You can also use the negative. I thought you wouldn't like this film. Or you can also say, I didn't think you would like this film.
I didn't think you were ever going to finish.
Michelle, that's a bit rude.
Oh, I'm sorry for being so rude.
Oh, that's all right. I forgive you. This time. What have you got for us today?
Well, first I want you to look at this clip.
And Dad, there's something else. I'm with someone. And we have a baby boy. Dad? Dad, are you still there?
Did you say you were married?
Norman asks, did you say you were married? Maybe he didn't hear David, or else he didn't believe him. He's checking what he thought David said. Notice that because the question is in the past, did you? The rest of the sentence is in the past too. Did you say you were married? Now, Brenton, I'm going to say some things quietly and I want you and you to check what you think I said. But you at home have some extra help because what I say will be on the screen. Ready?
I'm all ears.
I'm going to a wedding.
Did you say you were going to a wedding?
Yes. The wedding is in Fiji.
Did you say the wedding was in Fiji?
I bought a new dress.
Did you say you thought I'm a mess?
No. I bought a new dress.
Did you say you bought a new dress?
Yes. It's made of silk.
Did you say it was made of silk?
Yes. You have very good hearing.
Did you say I had very good hearing?
You can stop now.
Did you say I could stop now?
Let's look at the clip again and we're going to see what David's father, Norman, wants him to do.
There's too much to think about. I want you to come home.
But I...
No buts.
You need to come home.
Look carefully at the phrases, I want you to come home and you need to come home. What's the difference between need and want?
Well, I want a cup of coffee, but I don't need one. I can do without one.
That's right. And in the first example, Norman is telling David what he wants David to do. So he says, I want you to do something, not I want something. So I'm going to tell you what I want and you have to do it. But you only do it if I say I want you to. All right?
All right.
And you can help me at home by making up sentences with I want you to. Stand up. No, I didn't say I want you to.
Oops.
I want you to stand up. Clap your hands. I want you to clap your hands. Cross your arms. I want you to cross your arms. Sit down. Got you. I want you to sit down.
Oh dear, that's better.
Now, Brenton, are you my partner?
Well, yes, I'm your partner on this program.
Let's look at the clip and you'll see some different uses of the word partner.
I work at the market.
I'm going to be a partner in the business soon.
Did you say you were married?
Not exactly.
I have a partner. Her name is Rose.
The word partner is used in two different ways. First, David says he is going to be a partner in the business. He means he will be a part owner of the business with some other people. But when he says he has a partner and her name is Rose and they have a son, that is a different kind of partner.
So Rose is his partner in life. Is she his wife?
Well, she could be his wife. We don't know for sure. Partner can be a wife or a husband, or it can be the person you live with if you're not married.
Well, I'm glad we're partners, but not in that way.
And now it's time for us to say goodbye again.
Yes, but we'll be back for the next episode, when we'll be looking again at describing feelings.
And we'll find out whether David is going to go home and see his family.
So we hope you can join us for the next episode of Living English. Hello, and welcome again to Living English. Today, we're looking at reported speech. In our last episode of Sisters and Brothers, David, Anne's brother, telephoned his parents. He spoke to his mother and his father, who he hadn't spoken to for 2 years. In today's episode, he is telling the others about the conversation.
Goodbye. I'll see you soon. Yeah, I promise. I love you too.
Well, what did they say?
My mother said she was glad that I'm okay. She said she was happy to hear my voice. She told me that she's been very worried.
What about Dad? What did he say?
He said he was very angry, but that he forgives me. He told me that he loves me.
Of course he loves you. He's your father.
Did he say anything else?
Yes. He asked me to go home. He said they want to see us.
All of us?
Yes. They want to meet you. And Sam. They asked us to go to Singapore.
But we can't afford it.
He's sending us tickets.
Of course he is. He loves you, David. We all do. And now there's Rose and Sam too.
I'd love to meet your parents, David. And Sam wants to meet his grandparents. They're our family.
Look, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's all out now. We'll go as soon as possible.
You can come with me.
What about me? Can I come too?
You're not family, Steve.
David tells the others about the conversation with his father on the phone. Of course, they all want to know what David's father said and what his mother said. What is the question Sarah asks?
Well, what did they say?
She asks, what did they say? She is asking in the past tense about what someone else said. Repeat, what did they say, after Sarah.
Well, what did they say?
You try some other questions using this pattern. What did you do? What did you do? He win. What did he win? She find. What did she find? First, David tells the others what his mother said.
My mother said she was glad that I'm okay. She said she was happy to hear my voice. She told me that she's been very worried.
Let's look at all three of these statements. We've already worked out what the first statement was. I'm glad you're okay. The second statement was, She said she was happy to hear my voice. So what did David's mother actually say? I'm happy to hear your voice. She said she was happy to hear his voice. And what was the third statement? She told me that she's been very worried. So she actually said, I've been very worried. That statement is in the present perfect tense. Now let's listen to what David's father said to David.
What about Dad? What did he say?
He said he was very angry, but that he forgives me. He told me that he loves me.
David's father said three things too. Sometimes when we report what someone else has said, we use the present tense and sometimes the past tense. Let's look at the three things David reports his father said and work out what David's father actually said. He said he was very angry. What did he actually say? I am very angry. He said that he forgives me. What did he actually say? I forgive you. He told me that he loves me. What did he actually say? I love you. Let's look at David's father telling David what he wants him to do.
Bring Rose and our grandson. Your mother and I love you. We want to see you. We want to meet your family.
So Norman, David's father, made 4 statements. Let's turn those statements into reported or indirect speech. First, bring Rose and our grandson. What verb should we use? Told. He told me to bring Rose and their grandson. Notice that because bringing Rose and their grandson is something that is going to happen in the future, we can't use the past. We use the infinitive to bring. He told me to bring. The next statement was, your mother and I love you. We can use told again. You try. He told me that they love me. Or, he told me that they loved me is also correct. You can also leave out the word that. He told me they loved me. The third statement was, we want to see you. Use said. He said they want to see us. Or, he said they wanted to see us is also correct. And you can add that. He said that they wanted to see us. You could also use the verb ask. Try. He asked to see us. Finally, we want to meet your family. How would David report this using said? You try. He said they wanted to meet my family. And now it's time for us to meet Michelle again. Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Brenton.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Would you like to meet my family?
I would love to meet your family.
Let's look now at what Rose says she would love to do.
I'd love to meet your parents, David. And Sam wants to meet his grandparents. They're our family.
What would Rose love to do?
She would love to meet David's parents.
And what does Sam want to do?
He wants to meet his grandparents.
We can use many different verbs like this to express hopes and wishes about the future. Let's revise some of them using the phrase, meet your parents. Love to. I'd love to meet your parents. Want to. I want to meet your parents. Hope to. I hope to meet your parents. Expect to. I expect to meet your parents. When are they going to go? Watch again.
I will go as soon as possible.
As soon as possible. How How soon is that?
Very soon.
Let's look again at some words we can use to describe times in the future. Brenton, I'm going to ask you to do some things. You tell me when you'll do them. I'd like a cup of coffee. Can you get me one?
In a second.
And can you get my lunch?
In a minute.
When can you help me fix my car?
In a little while.
And when can we go home?
Soon.
All of these expressions mean a small time in the future. As we've seen before, if we want to say exactly when in the future, we say at a time, at 2:30, or in a length of time, in a few days. Now we're going to look at something called inflection or stress.
Oh, are you feeling stressed?
Not that kind of stressed. Let's look first at something Anne says.
You can come with me.
In English, usually one word in a sentence is said with more emphasis or stress than the others. Which word in this sentence is most stressed?
Me. She says, you can come with me.
That's right. Anne is going to Singapore already, so David and Rose can go with her. Changing the stress can change the meaning of a sentence. Brenton, try stressing different words in that sentence and we'll see how the meaning changes.
Okay. You. You can come with me.
If you say it like this, it means the person you are talking to can come, but others can't. It is also more like an order. You can come with me.
You can come with me.
Before we thought you couldn't come with me, but now you can. You can come with me.
You can come with me.
You can come with me, or I can go by myself. Let's look at another example of how inflection changes the meaning. You must go.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
What are you doing? Now let's look at how to say those same phrases with different inflections. What are you doing?
Looking at this travel brochure. I'm thinking of going to Thailand.
Oh, you must go. I went there last year. It's great.
So, what are you doing suggests that someone is doing something wrong.
What are you doing is asking a question, being curious and interested.
You must go is ordering someone to go away.
You must go is saying it would be really great for you to go. And you must have another look at today's episode and join us next time. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. I'll see you soon. Yeah, I promise. I love you too.
Well, what did they say?
My mother said she was glad that I'm okay. She said she was happy to hear my voice. She told me that she's been very worried.
What about Dad? What did he say?
He said he was very angry, but that he forgives me. He told me that he loves me.
Of course he loves you. He's your father.
Did he say anything else?
Yes. He asked me to go home. He said they want to see us.
All of us?
Yes. They want to meet you. And Sam. They asked us to go to Singapore.
But we can't afford it.
He's sending us tickets.
Of course he is. He loves you, David. We all do. And now there's Rose and Sam too.
I'd love to meet your parents, David. And Sam wants to meet his grandparents. They're our family.
Look, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's all out now. We'll go as soon as possible.
You can come with me.
What about me? Can I come too?
You're not family, Steve.
Hello, and welcome again to Living English. Today, we look at how to talk about what you hope for the future, and also a very small but very important word, if. But first, let's see today's episode of Sisters and Brothers. Now that Anne has found her brother and is going home, she has time for just one more meeting with her friend Sarah and Sarah's brother Steve. Here it is.
Well, you found your brother, we've ordered your wine, and tomorrow you're going home.
Yes. Sarah, thank you for everything.
But you'll come back, won't you?
Yes, if the wine sells well, I'll be back soon. I feel as if I have a second family here.
I'd love to come and see you in Singapore.
Oh, yes, I'll show you around. And you must meet my parents. That'd be great.
If our business goes well, I'll be able to afford it.
There's no ifs about it. You're a very good agent. I'm so happy you're my buyer here.
If you like, I'll come to Singapore with Sarah.
I'd like that very much. You can meet my parents too.
Do you think they'll like me?
Of course they'll like you. If I like you, they'll like you.
I think I better leave you two alone. Ring me if you need help with packing.
I've only just met you, and now you're leaving.
But I'll come back. If you want me to.
Let's look first at ways of expressing hopes for the future, telling someone what you would like to happen or wish to happen. Sarah wants Anne to come back to Australia.
Yes. Sarah, thank you for everything.
But you'll come back, won't you?
Sarah says, "You'll come back, won't you?" She hopes Sarah will come back, and she is also asking Sarah whether she'll come back. Practice with the clip.
But you'll come back, won't you?
Now practice some more examples at home with the pattern you'll, won't you? Phone me. You'll phone me, won't you? Bring some food. You'll bring some food, won't you? Be back soon. You'll be back soon, won't you? Now try with some different pronouns. He'll be all right. He'll be all right, won't he? They'll come. They'll come, won't they? I'll win. I'll win, won't I? Now listen to how Sarah and Anne discuss what they hope for.
I'd love to come and see you in Singapore.
Oh, yes. I'll show you around. And you must meet my parents. That'd be great.
Sarah says, "I'd love to come and see you in Singapore." I'd love to. I would love to. This is how we express things we really want to do. Not things we know we will do, but things we might do. Practice with the clip.
I'd love to come and see you in Singapore.
Practice at home with some more examples of I'd love to. Come to lunch. I'd love to come to lunch. Meet your friends. I'd love to meet your friends. Go to Sydney. I'd love to go to Sydney. Anne talks about what she thinks Sarah should do. Listen again.
Oh, yes. I'll show you around. And you must meet my parents. That'd be great.
Anne says, "You must meet my parents." Must is a strong word. Anne really wants Sarah to meet her parents. Must can also be used for an order. For example, you must not smoke inside, or You must stop at a red light. But in this example, Anne is telling Sarah something she really wants her to do. Practice saying, "You must meet my parents," with the clip.
Oh, yes. I'll show you around. Oh, yes. I'll show you around. And you must meet my parents.
Now let's look at that little word, if. First, let's look at how Anne uses the word if.
Yes, if the wine sells well, I'll be back soon.
We use if to talk about possibility, something that might happen or might not happen. This use of if is called conditional. So Anne says she'll be back if the wine sells well. The wine selling well is the condition for her coming back. There could be other conditions. Practice these using the phrase, "I'll come back." If I have enough money. If I have enough money, I'll come back. If you want me to. If you want me to, I'll come back. If business is good. If business is good, I'll come back. Anne is not sure that the wine will sell well. If she was, she would use when, not if. When the wine sells, I'll come back. Anne uses the word if twice in this example. Listen again.
Yes, if the wine sells well, I'll be back soon. I feel as if I have a second family here.
Anne says she feels as if she has a second family. As if is the same as like. She feels like Sarah and her family are her own family, her second family. Listen now to Sarah thinking about the future possibilities.
And you must meet my parents. That'd be great.
If our business goes well, I'll be able to afford it.
There's no ifs about it.
The condition of Sarah being able to afford to go to Singapore, of having enough money, is business going well. What does Anne say about this?
There's no ifs about it.
Anne says there are no ifs about it. This means she is quite certain that business will go well, and Sarah will come to visit. Well, there are many more examples of if in this episode. It's a very iffy episode. Let's look at some more. First, what is the condition for Steve coming to Singapore?
If you like, I'll come to Singapore with Sarah.
The condition for Steve coming to Singapore is Anne wanting him to. And what is the condition for Anne's parents liking Steve?
Of course I'll like you. If I like you, I'll like you.
The condition for Anne's parents liking Steve is that Anne likes Steve. And of course, we know that Anne does like Steve. Anne is really saying here that she does like Steve, so her parents will too. She could say, "I like you, so my parents will like you too." Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Brenton. Hello, everyone. What do you think will happen if Anne and Steve get together?
I think I hear wedding bells. And what have you got for us today, Michelle?
Some experiments. First, I've got a balloon. What will happen if I blow air into this balloon?
If you blow air into the balloon, it will get bigger.
You're right. And I'll get tired. Now I've got a balloon blown up. What will happen if I let the balloon go?
If you let the balloon go, it'll fly across the room.
Oh, right again. And it'll make a loud noise. Now I'm going to pour some water into this glass. What will happen if I don't stop pouring?
You'll make a mess.
Right, if I don't stop pouring, I'll make a mess. So I'd better stop. Now, Brenton, can I trust you?
I think so.
Good. Then you can help me. If you stand up, I'll show you what I want you to do. Right. Now, I'm going to fall back and you're going to catch me.
I think I can do that.
If you don't catch me, what will happen?
If I don't catch you, you'll fall.
Yes. And if you don't catch me, I won't speak to you.
Huh.
Okay. Oh! Thank you. Let's try a few more examples. What will I do if he doesn't catch me? If he doesn't catch me, I'll fall. He doesn't help me. If he doesn't help me, I'll cry. He isn't nice to me. If he isn't nice to me, I'll leave. Now, Brenton, there's another way of using if.
What's that?
We can talk about things that may never happen.
What's an example?
Okay, here's a globe of the world. Where would you like to go?
Oh. I'd love to go to Paris.
But you're not going to Paris, are you?
No, unfortunately.
But if you went to Paris, what would you do?
I'd go up the Eiffel Tower. If I went to Paris, I'd go up the Eiffel Tower.
Look at the question again. If you went to Paris, what would you do? We use the past tense with if to talk about things that might never happen. Not things we are actually going to do or plan to do, but things we imagine doing.
So, Michelle, where would you like to go?
I'd like to go to Indonesia.
And if you went to Indonesia, what would you do?
I'd visit Borobudur. If I went to Indonesia, I'd visit Borobudur. Why don't you try a couple at home? I'll say a city or country and something to do. Rome. See the Colosseum. If I went to Rome, I'd see the Colosseum. Sydney. Visit the Opera House. If I went to Sydney, I'd visit the Opera House. And tell me, Brenton, what would you do if you won $1 million in the lottery?
If I won $1 million, I'd give it all to you.
I don't believe you. If I won $1 million, I'd travel around the world. What would you do if you won $1 million?
While you're thinking about that, it's time for us to say goodbye. Hello. Well, welcome to today's episode of Living English, which is a very special episode because it's the last episode of the series. And today we'll be looking at ways of saying goodbye, as well as how to talk about what you'll be doing in the future. And of course, we say goodbye to Anne, Sarah, and her family, who we've come to know in our drama, Sisters and Brothers. So here's today's episode. See you again.
Well, I guess this is it. Sarah, thank you so much for all your help and for your kindness.
Please, don't mention it. Well, thank you for trusting me to be your business partner.
And my friend. I'll be thinking of you all the time.
I wanted to thank you too, Sarah, for being so kind to my sister and looking after her so well. I'll be thinking of you too.
Thank you. Oh, it was great to meet you. And you too, Rose. And I hope everything goes well in Singapore.
I'm looking forward to meeting David's parents. I hope they like me.
I'm sure they will. I'll be expecting a postcard from you, Anne, so you better send me one.
And I'll be waiting for a postcard too.
I'll be counting the days until you come to Singapore.
Attention please, this is the final call for Singapore Airlines flight SQ452 direct to Singapore. Could all passengers for this flight go immediately to gate lounge 3?
Goodbye. See you soon.
Goodbye.
I'll see you soon.
Oh, goodbye, Rose. Good luck. And you too, David. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Wait! I found him! I found a brother!
Well, another one.
Well, our detective wasn't much use. I wonder if Anne will see Steve again. I wonder how David's reunion with his family in Singapore will go. And will they like Rose? I'm sure they will. First, let's look at how Anne and Sarah thank each other.
Sarah, thank you so much for all your help and for your kindness.
Please, don't mention it. Well, thank you for trusting me to be your business partner.
Sarah thanks Anne for her help and her kindness. You can thank people for things they give you or show you. Practice saying, "Thank you so much for all your help" with the clip.
And for your kindness. Thank you so much for all your help and for your kindness.
Now, in this episode, people talk about what they will be doing in the future. Let's find out what Anne will be doing.
I'll be thinking of you all the time.
Anne says to Sarah, "I'll be thinking of you all the time." I will be thinking of you. She uses will, so we know it's the future. And the ing ending on think tells us this is a continuous tense. She doesn't say, "I will think of you." This could be just one time. But I will be thinking of you means Anne will think of Sarah all the time or often. She won't stop thinking about her. This is called future continuous tense. We use it to talk about continuous actions we'll be doing in the future. Practice saying, "I'll be thinking of you all the time" with Anne in the clip.
I'll be thinking of you all the time.
And what will David be doing? Listen.
I'll be thinking of you too.
David will be thinking of Anne too. Practice with him.
I'll be thinking of you too.
And what will Sarah be doing all this time?
I'll be expecting a postcard from you, Anne, so you better send me one.
Sarah will be expecting a postcard from Anne. She won't be expecting it just at one time, but all the time until it comes. Here are two more examples of the future continuous. See if you can hear them and work out what Steve will be doing and what Anne will be doing.
And I'll be waiting for a postcard too.
I'll be counting the days until you come to Singapore.
Steve will be waiting for a postcard too. He will be waiting for a postcard as well as Sarah. Anne will be counting the days until she sees Steve again. Practice with me at home. What will Anne be doing? She'll be thinking of Sarah. What will David be doing? He'll be thinking of Sarah too. What will they be doing? They'll be thinking of Sarah. What will Steve be doing? He'll be expecting a postcard. And what else will Anne be doing? she'll be counting the days. When Anne says she'll be counting the days, she means she'll be waiting impatiently because she really wants Steve to come to Singapore. I wonder why. Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Brenton. Hello, everyone.
Well, you look pretty loaded up. What have you got there?
Well, today is a day for goodbyes, and our episode is all about the airport. So I thought we would look at some words and phrases to do with travel and airports.
Airports can be confusing places.
There are usually lots of signs, so you need to know what to look for. Let's have a look at some signs at airports.
It is confusing, isn't it?
But luckily, the words we use are the same all over the world. So, Brenton, if you arrive at the airport, where do you go?
Well, you have to check in.
But first, you might have a choice between the domestic terminal and the international terminal.
Right. A terminal is a place where transport leaves from and arrives. We can also talk about a bus terminal.
Where does Anne leave from?
Well, she leaves from the international terminal because she is going to another country. If she was travelling from one Australian city to another Australian city, she would go to the domestic terminal.
And where do you go when you're inside the terminal?
Well, you go to the check-in. If you need to buy a ticket, you would go to the ticket counter. To check in is to confirm that you have arrived.
You also check in at a hotel, and when you leave, you check out. Anne already has a ticket. She has booked her ticket, so she doesn't need to buy one now. She has a booking or a reservation, but she still needs to check in her baggage or her luggage. She also has to get her seat allocation. This is a ticket telling her which seat on the plane she has. But she also needs to know some other things. What does she need to know?
Well, she needs to know what time the plane is leaving and where she has to go to catch it.
How can she find that out?
Well, the airline official will tell her.
Yes, and there'll be an announcement.
And the information will be on the TV monitors in the airport.
Let's practice the language for this. So I have my ticket and I have my luggage.
Put your bags on the scales, please. Now, where are you going?
I'm going to Hong Kong.
Let me check your ticket. And here's your boarding pass.
What time is the flight leaving?
It leaves at 11:25 from gate 7. It will be boarding in 10 minutes.
So my bags can be bags, luggage, or baggage. My boarding pass tells me which seat to sit on in the plane. My plane is called my flight. Boarding, the plane is getting on it, and I do that at the gate or the gate lounge. Listen to the announcement in the story and see if you can hear the details about Anne's flight and some new terms.
Attention please, this is the final call for Singapore Airlines flight SQ452 direct to Singapore. Could all passengers for this flight go immediately to gate lounge 3?
What did we find out about Anne's flight?
The flight number, the destination, the number of the gate it is boarding from, and what time Anne has to board. Listen again.
Attention please, this is the final call for Singapore Airlines flight SQ452 direct to Singapore. Could all passengers for this flight go immediately to gate lounge 3?
So the flight number is SQ452. It's some letters and some numbers. The destination is Singapore. It's direct to Singapore.
So it isn't stopping anywhere else. There are no stopovers.
And it's departing or leaving from gate lounge 3.
Or sometimes we could just say gate 3.
And when is it leaving?
Immediately, straight away. Anne had better hurry.
Yes, but first she has to finish saying goodbye. Let's look at how Anne and her friends say goodbye.
Goodbye. See you soon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you soon.
Oh, goodbye, Rose. Good luck. And you too, David. Bye.
See ya.
Well, I guess they say goodbye.
That seems to be the word.
It depends a bit on how formal the occasion is and how long the person is going for. Anne is going for a long time, so they say goodbye. But if she was going for a short time, they might say bye or bye-bye or even ta-da.
What's another way of saying goodbye?
Goodbye. See you soon.
Steve says, see you again soon. It's a way of saying that you will see that person again. It's not goodbye forever. You can say, see you again, or see you soon, or see you later, or just see you. Or you can say, see you at a specific time. Practice at home with me. Tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Next week. See you next week. In a little while. See you in a little while. At 3 o'clock. See you at 3 o'clock.
Sarah also said good luck.
You might say good luck to someone who is going to do something difficult.
And we've got something difficult to do, Michelle.
Yes. Now we have to say goodbye.
We've come to the end of this series of Living English. We hope you've enjoyed watching and that you have learned some English language.
And I hope you will be able to keep practicing your English and that you will find it useful and fun. Thank you for watching. We've certainly enjoyed presenting the program.